Theater. Of course, that means J.K. Davis. J.K. wrapping up the Rock of Ages. You've got 2 shows in, 2 shows to go. How's the summer going, sir?
It's going well. The last 2 shows were big hits, and the final weekends of both those were selling pretty crazily. So sold out the last performances of both of them, actually. And I think We Will Rock You will do the same thing, for sure.
Very good. Now, it's a season of jukebox hits. How do you come upon a theme, and any idea what 2025 might be looking like down on the riverfront?
Yeah, theme-wise, I usually bounce it off of a team. So any of the admins or creative peeps that I have working on my management team, I bounce ideas around them. I'll call up people like Matthew T. Miller, who was here a couple years ago, and ask them what they think, right? That kind of stuff. And then go from there. Not everybody does a theme. That's just kind of what I learned from Matty when he was in charge, and I just thought it was a good idea, so I kept doing it. Makes it easy to market. But yeah, so that's kind of how I go about picking a theme, and then I try to find shows that I think people will like, and will bring new people to the Showboat, as well as keep everybody that continues to come to the Showboat happy, which I hope that this season is doing. It seems to be anyway, based off ticket sales, so that's good. But yeah, as far as 2025 goes, it's good that you bring that up, because we have our Follies coming up on Tuesday, and that's where we will announce our 2025 season. And that's also when our patrons can get the season passes at the lowest price available all year. We don't sell the season tickets for anything lower than what we sell them at Follies. So if you want them at the cheapest you can ever get them for next year, you'll want to come Tuesday for the Follies.
All right, again, that'll be coming up on Tuesday. It will be 4 shows again next summer, JK?
Yep, 4 shows, and I've put in the rights for them, got all that ready to go, and they're going to be just as good as this season.
All right, very good. Well, let's talk to the talent. We've got Grace here. She tells me she's from Cleveland, so tell us a little bit about yourself, your background. How'd you get interested in theater?
Well, who's not interested in theater? Okay. I love it. How did I get interested in theater? My mom blasting Mamma Mia in Chicago and Rent and all the things in the car. But yeah, I went to school for theater. I've always been singing. There's a little picture of me with a plastic microphone, and I kind of keep that by my bedside. I do everything for her. But yeah, I went to school for theater and graduated, moved to New York City to be a big star, and I started working for cruise ships, and I've pretty much been doing that ever since, and some theater jobs here and there, picking up some extra roles, and that's what landed me in Clinton.
What a life to live. Are you enjoying it?
Yes, absolutely. Get to travel, get to hang out with old friends, new friends, come to amazing places like Clinton, Iowa.
So are you enjoying the Mississippi River?
Of course, who's not enjoying the Mississippi River?
There's a lot of it to enjoy right now. It's normally not that high.
There's so much. Yes, I'm loving Clinton. I'm loving Norma's, the little hot dog stand place I can't remember the name of.
Hot dog Holly's.
Hot dog Holly's, yes.
Holly's hot dogs,
and then there's a Thai food restaurant right down on the strip that is incredible. I went twice in one day. So yes, I'm loving all of it.
So how'd you end up in Clinton, Iowa? How'd this come about for you, Grace?
Great question. One of the cast members, and he is the casting director, I believe. His name is Ryan Scoble. I was getting my undergrad at Kent State University. He was getting his master's at Kent State University, and I was so cool because I befriended a master's student, right? And then years later, he has gone on to have a wonderful career in education as well, and he called me up and was like, hey, I'm going to be doing summer on the Showboat Theater. I think that you could be really good for some parts. Would you mind auditioning? And I did, and so I've been able to reconnect with an old friend here this summer. So that's how I got here in Clinton.
So the next production, We Will Rock You. Tell us a little bit about your role in this.
In We Will Rock You, I play the Killer Queen. Yes, in this Queen musical, obviously. Yes. And it's great. On this long-lost planet called the I Planet that used to be Earth, we have some rebel bohemians, stick with me, okay, who are trying to find all of the musical instruments and rock that has been lost or taken by the Killer Queen, okay? And I try to keep that from them. And in this, they try to achieve their Rhapsody, all right?
Yes.
So they're trying to find their Bohemian Rhapsody. And I'm doing whatever I can to make sure that doesn't happen.
Have you seen this production before you got the role?
That's a great question. I saw a very stripped down version of it when I was working at Royal Caribbean and Celebrity Cruises in Miami. So yes, but no. So I'm glad I can have a fresh face for this.
Again, visiting with Grace. What's your last name, Grace?
Hunt, Grace Hunt.
Okay, that's an easy one to remember then.
Yeah.
So I'm interested in the cruises. How does
Yeah.
that work, and how did that come about for you?
Well, yeah, moved to New York and just like anyone had 100 jobs and was missing trains left and right. And I went to an audition and got a job working for a ship, which was really super awesome. And then I started doing that like right after I graduated, basically. My first cruise was in COVID. Ooh.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I know. They sent me right out and then I got sent back immediately. But I've been working for them ever since. I just transitioned from like, working as an employee of the ship to like a contractor for the ship. So now I just get to fly out whenever they need me and just go and do the shows for a hot week and then come on home, which is fantastic.
Now, you're telling me you were in Rock of Ages
Yeah.
as well. How did that go for you?
Rock of Ages is great. I've done Rock of Ages before, and this was amazing. This is I love to take another crack at it. So it's so silly and fun and dumb, which is all and lighthearted. How about that? So it's been great.
You're going to be around for the Marvelous Wonderettes?
I'm not going to be
Oh
around
my
for the
goodness,
Marvelous
you would be. I
Wonderettes.
think that would be a perfect fit for you.
Oh, I would. You know what? I'm gonna be hanging out in rehearsals. I think I've really loved being able to see. I'm thinking about the directing chair a little bit more, and
Okay.
so I'd love to. I'm so excited to see something that's completely different from what we've been doing, which is like headbang rock. This is classics, and that's kind of where my training lies. So I'm very excited for that.
So also in the area we have the Timberlake Playhouse,
Yes.
another kind of a summer sort of thing, and they get a lot of college students, those who have just graduated from college. They call it kind of a boot camp. So have you done summer stock before? I know you mentioned the cruises.
Yeah, well, for cruises, you have a 6-week boot camp in Miami. So, and you're doing everything back to back to back, and it's very intense. I have done summer stock a few times before. Yes, it's a rigorous process. The turnover of shows, you're not really sleeping. You're meeting everyone who is also young and beautiful, and like you're just trying to have a good time. And yeah, you got to try and take care of yourself. That's for sure. That's priority number one.
I would think so, yeah. A lot of people probably don't think about that, but rest, nutrition, and staying on your game is so important.
Absolutely. Got my tea here with me this morning just to get ready for the show tonight. I think that I'm also a little bit older. I've been out of school for a hot second, so I kind of know what my body can handle and what it can't.
We got a couple more minutes left in the show. Thank you both for coming in. So why are you leaning toward directorship?
Oh, I just think that I want to be in charge.
Okay, there you go.
I love center stage. So why not just put me at the crux of it all? So
There you go.
you know.
Nothing wrong with that. So again, JK, Tuesday,
Yes.
Follies, tell us about that. What do we need to know?
Tuesday, the show starts at 7:30. Doors open at 7. So basic normal operating time for evening shows. Yeah, it's about an hour, maybe an hour 20, depending on how many songs we decide to put in from the season that we're going to announce. Yes,
You going to be a part of the Follies, Grace?
Yes, I
Okay.
think so.
Okay, very good.
Yes, I've seen the lineup. So you guys got to get there now. Stat.
Okay, 242-6760.
Yep.
All right, remember the phone number. That's good.
Or you can buy tickets online too.
There you go.
24 hours a day.
Grace, thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks,
and
Gary.
Best of luck with you on Rock of Ages.
Thanks.
Are you a downtown business or resident who is struggling with reliable internet options?